Beloved, beloved, my dearest washy, love of my life. First, let me thank God for the 28 years, 2 months, and 2 days that we shared together. To God be the glory. I know we will meet again. I loved you, but God loved you more and needed another angel in heaven. I still don't understand why, as you had so many plans, so many unfinished projects, but He knows best. Your kind, compassionate spirit, your passion and willingness to help everyone in need made you, as my mother described you, the most beautiful, beautiful human being God ever created. No wonder He wanted you back so soon. You told funny stories that made people laugh and put people at ease. The way you made it impossible to get vexed and stay vexed with you. As you would say, Jazzy, me know me like a chaka chaka, but bear with me no man. Everything's so alright. Or he would immediately admit he was in the wrong. Me know me wrong, but nobody rough me. Or rough me, man. How can you get upset and stay upset with someone who admits to being in the wrong? When we had strong conversations and I stood my ground, he would say, God know why I make you so short. Because if you were 1 inch taller, you would have beat man. The vision you had for your community to bring help was the kind that Paul Bogle had. Paul Bogle went to the governor as there was no one else for him to talk to. Washy worked through the St. Thomas Parish Council to bring about changes, including the restoration of the Rudolph Elders Park, and I know that has been mentioned a couple times already. He would say to me, Jazzy, when they had to pick me, we used to go down there, play and have fun. Me want them to pick me and they can enjoy the park. Washy is called today because of his loyalty to the community and the hospital that he believed in. Princess Margaret Hospital. Your friends offered to take you to a hospital in Kingston, but you declined and said, no, what's wrong with Princess Margaret Hospital? He wanted the community to entrust their care and life to the Princess Margaret Hospital and demonstrated that by putting his care and life in the hands of the staff at the hospital. My beloved, Princess Margaret Hospital failed you. You came back from Apex and the report showed a pulmonary embolism. In layman's terms, that's a blood clot in the lungs. Every medical personnel knows this is a life-threatening condition that requires urgent attention. The staff at Princess Margaret Hospital did not care enough to read the report and provide treatment. The staff left him unattended for several hours to die. Mr. John Lee said it was because he was privileged while he was allowed to go in a private vehicle to Apex. Well, he is uneducated about the policies of the Princess Margaret Hospital. The policy, as explained to me by the SMO, Dr. Dwight Whittle, is that any patient at the hospital has the option to go in a private vehicle when an ambulance is not available, and if the patient doesn't want to wait indefinitely, as the wait could be up to 2 weeks or even longer. After all, the hospital cannot guarantee the availability of an ambulance at any time. If his privilege allowed him to take a private vehicle to get the lung scan at Apex, unfortunately, that same privilege did did not allow him to get any care after returning from Apex. That privilege was not enough for them to provide care to try and save his life. We were on the telephone, and after telling me again that no doctor or nurse had looked at the report and that he was in excruciating pain, he screamed out my name, "Jazzy!" Then I could hear him struggling to breathe. When he screamed my name, the female hospital staff said, "Mr. Bryan, you need to stay off the phone." Then he took a big gasp for air. She said, "Calm down." He took a second big gasp.
All right. stuff suffer faster.
Am I only legit?
Yeah,
There one already.
you see what I mean?
In this time of sorrow, we find comfort in the memories we share with Uncle Washy. His laughter, wisdom, and love will always be cherished and remembered. Though Uncle Washy is no longer with us in person, his spirit lives in our hearts and lies in us. We extend our deepest sympathies to Uncle's friends, colleagues, and our family. Prayers are with us in this difficult time. We hope to find peace and solace in the love and support of those around us. Rest in peace, Uncle Washy. You will be missed more than words can express.
I will always be your return.
I will always look up to you as a mother. Goodbye, Uncle Washy, and we love you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm reading a tribute on behalf of my sister. She's not here today. Uncle, the day you left and gained your wings, my heart just broke into two, but heaven needed you. I remember the happy memories you had with your nieces and nephews. Well, love. Uncle Washy, no matter how much time go by, you know we will always love you. You were gone before we knew it, and only God knows why. A million times we will miss you, a million times we will cry. I know you are in a better place. We all miss you, and we will meet you again someday. Rest in peace, Uncle Washy. We love you.
This next tribute is on behalf of Tashina. To my dear Uncle Washy, you are dear in this. A million words cannot bring you back. I know this because I've tried. In the kind of million tears, I say this because I've cried. For those who have interacted with my uncle can share the same sentiments that he is very vibrant, jovial, and the life of every party. I will always remember you in that vibrant spirit. I could tell that something was wrong on April 30 at approximately 2 p.m. when I called Uncle Washy, because normally when I call him or when he called me, he would greet me by saying, Tashi, you know what? Tashi is always Tashi, Washy and Stashy, just like your Uncle Washy. And we both will have burst out in laughter, but on that day, I did not get my usual greetings, and I asked him what's wrong, and he went on to tell me he was feeling and that he was on his way back to Princess Margaret Hospital with the results. However, he would have kept me posted, but he did not get the chance. You may no longer be here with us, but we will never forget you as a winner who lived life to the fullest. May your soul rest in eternal peace, Uncle Washy, for your niece Tashina Bryan. On behalf of all your nieces, nephews, and grandnieces, we just want to say, let your soul rest in eternal peace. We love you and miss you dearly, Uncle Washy.
Greetings and good afternoon, church, comrades and friends. Family, friends, colleagues, comrades, distinguished members of the clergy, members of the congregation, I stand before you today to honor the life and legacy of Councilor Rohan Bryan. Born and raised in the close-knit communities of Yallas, Church Street, Corn and Retreat, Comrade Rohan Bryan, affectionately known as Washy, was a beacon of joy and dedication to all who knew him. His jovial and comical nature, coupled with his kind-hearted spirit, made him a beloved figure in St. Thomas and especially here in Morant. Washy was not just a man of the people. He was also a businessman who ran a popular wholesale and retail business in Morant Bay, a venture he proudly took over from his father. His return to the family business after his father's passing was a testament to his deep sense of duty and familial love. And coming from a strong PNP family, his roots in the community were deep and steadfast. Washy's political journey with the People's National Party began with his election as councillor for the Morant Bay Division in 2012. His unwavering commitment and dedication to his constituents in the division saw him re-elected in 2016 and again just the other day on February 26, 2024. As an executive member of the constituency's Welfare Commission, Washy also worked tirelessly to improve the lives of those he served. He was a champion for road projects, tirelessly advocating for better infrastructure in his division. His efforts ensured that the voices of his constituents were heard and their needs were met. His involvement went beyond just advocacy. He was actively engaged in every aspect of the community's development. He was a man who balanced his public service with a rich personal life. Washy was a devoted husband to Jacinth and a loving father to his 5 children, Alicia, Aisha, Sean, Alex, and Rohan Jr. His legacy also carried forward by his grandchildren, who will no doubt be inspired by the love and dedication he showed to his family and community, and the love and dedication that the community shows to him. Washy's magnetic personality made him a natural connector with people. His laughter and warmth could light up any room, and his dedication to his community was unwavering. And his work, both as a businessman and a councillor, has left an indelible mark on the lives of very many persons. As we remember Comrade Rohan Bryan, councillor, let us celebrate the remarkable impact that he had on all of us. In his memory, let us continue the work he started, ensuring that his legacy of love and service continues. And to all of the supporters of the People's National Party here today, we will ensure that Washy's victory on the 26th of February 2024, the third victory, will be honored by the victory that is to come next time around. I extend my sincerest condolences and that of the People's National Party to his wife Jessie, his children, immediate and extended family, friends and colleagues. I pray for your continued strength during this most difficult time. And I will leave you with this scripture from Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. May the grace of God keep you, and may your memories of Councilor Rohan Bryan bring you comfort and joy. Rest in peace, Comrade Washy. One love.
Hello, all nice and decent people. As I stay here looking at the big audience that's watching a track, it's been a journey between me and Washy from then till when. But it all of end someday, you know? And I really feel that emotion coming down, but we all have to just bear on, because what happened here is, it's been going on from creation, but when it really happens near you, you get that destruction. So we just have to work with God hard and just give him a good feeling. So, as I know now with Washy, we've been living from youth days, from right before any activity. We used to live as one, in one house, year, everywhere, till everything becomes perfect. But anywhere in Washy development now, when we reach about 2022, we decided to go to foreign. So we said to the father, so when we want to go to America, the father said, you don't want to stay and run the business. He said, no, you want to go to America. Uncle said, sure? He said, yes. He said, all right. On one condition, we have to go by the rule. Because his father was a disciplinarian and a judgment man. He come to that. So anyway, we decide to give father all the goodwill them and say, yes, we want to go make his father proud. He said, all right. So he carried himself to America. And then discuss all the nice things that was being planned. But then we were gone. Went there for a while and like he lose track. So I decided to come back. But when he come back, he couldn't face his father, but he stayed amongst me. And he said, come watch it. So it is a burden upon him not doing what the man and father discuss, right? So, you know that urge to face the father, because Washy can't face the judgment. So, it's all right, stay with me, Washy. Anyway, in between that he was there with me, so we decided not to go to the farm. Me as I met him, me and him can't relate. Me and my uncle can't relate. So we kind of push on the impact where the father really went. So we say, all right, Pastor. So after about 6 months now, I call up Washy and say, Washy, you have to face your father. He said, no, God. He said, yes, man, you have to face your judgment. Come, you have to face your judgment. He said, God, the world come down upon me. He said, yes, but you have to face your judgment. You're not going to be able to live a good life with your father because you're giving all the commitment. And you make a mistake. You are entitled to make mistakes, you know, but through you give your father that commitment, you feel let down. No. He said, yes. He said, it's all right. We can pick you up. Go and face your judgment. Anyway, he went, but it was kind of cool down like and talk to uncle, which is his father. And his father, same income. And we go now and the father relate and reunite and then get it right in God's sight. Everything was all right. So he said, like, although it was really rough when they tell me that in the initial phase of the face the judgment. When we face the judgment, like, I feel so relieved. And you is the one who make it happen, God. So thank you. So Washy always is a youth all like this, you know, determined. But because he may feel once, but he always try to redo it. And it's a nice youth, I can tell you, because every other subject Washy relate to in fact like yeah, the man will like introduce me to whatever action he makes. So as we come today, the same God will make me feel sad, is the same God will make me feel glad. Thank you.
What a friend we have in Jesus. All our sins and griefs to bear. What a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer. Leader of the opposition and President of the People's National Party, Honorable Mark Willing, Dr. Dayton Campbell, General Secretary of the People's National Party, members of Parliament, Philip Penny Paulwell, and Mickey Phillips. His Worship, the Mayor of Kingston and St. Andrew, His Worship, Andrew Sweeney, our own former Member of Parliament for Eastern St. Thomas, Dr. Fenton Ferguson, other distinguished members on the platform, members of our dear Councilor Bryan's family. It is with sadness I stand here today
to celebrate the life of our beloved Councilor Rohan Bryan and to attempt to record his legacy, one which will live on for a very long time. And my apologies, ladies and gentlemen, the Custos Rotorum of St. Thomas, our own Marcia Bennett, is here with us this evening. Washy, as he is affectionately called, was a free-spirited, genuine, loyal, and a kind soul. He was also well-mannered. He was not only my counselor, but he was my friend and confidant. We would spend hours, most of the time together, making plans to better the lives of persons we represent. He was passionate about the people of his beloved Morant division, and at all times, he would focus on such amenities as roads, water, from the hills of Spring Garden to the plains of Morant Bay. He would move mountains for his people so that the circumstances of their lives would be improved. The Road of Elder Park was one of the flagship projects which Washy completed in a timely manner. He proved again that water could flow through the fountain after many, many years of inactivity. He also ensured the seating and a modern playground was provided that all could enjoy the ambience in the park whenever a visit was made. His passion for the children was unequaled. So much so that he held a treat for the children. This was an annual treat at Grand Market, which would include treats like hot dogs, ice cream, books and pencils, cakes, among other niceties. The children were enthused and they were very appreciative of his effort. These efforts by Washy were indelibly imprinted on the minds of the children with which he influenced, and they responded accordingly. So much so that on February 26, 2024, after the parish council election, I was on my way from Spring Garden. As the results were declared, Washy was the first person to be declared the winner in St. Thomas Parish Council. Ladies and gentlemen, I stopped to speak with some persons at Stanton Road Crossing, and a 5-year-old child from the Stanton Road Basic School jumped on me and he said, Auntie Rose, Washy win! Washy win! And we ever get more hot dog, more popcorn, more ice cream, more book and pencil. His enthusiasm was so palpable. I had to hold him close to me. A child can always lead us. And this was underscored by this child's remarks. Washy win, Washy win. In our many private discussions, Washy mentioned a bit of dissatisfaction regarding personal and political issue in his political sojourn. I will embrace these discussions to help navigate my own political space. He has touched many lives across the entire parish of St. Thomas with a range of activities to include farm work cards, overseas employment, jobs at the infirmary, and jobs at the St. Thomas Parish Council. He also contributed financially and by being present at numerous funerals and setup in this parish. He also sponsors numerous football competitions across the length and breadth of this division. His interaction with the people earned him the moniker one washy. One washy. I pause here to say, no more will I hear Rose will call Washy and him not answer his phone. Tell him to answer his phone. This was, however, said with love and not resentment. The people demonstrated that sort of love for Washy on February 26, 2024, when he was returned as a councillor in a show and a vote of confidence. We were not aware, however, that the non-response to telephone calls was as a result of his illness, and at times he was unable to do so. But he remained silent on these issues, so as most of our men. I must now use this medium to express our sincere condolences to his wife, Lassie, his children, his brothers, his sisters, and other extended family. On behalf of the People's National Party, Eastern St. Thomas constituency, I'd like to express our profound sadness at Washy's passing. Washy, you're not hearing me, but I will always cherish your memories, which have left a huge void in my heart. So go now, let your fountain, the holy water, flow in the arms of the Almighty. Washy, go rest high on the mountain, for your work on earth is done. Go to heaven singing love to the Father and the Son. Sleep in power, my brethren, my best friend, my comrade, and my counselor. I thank you.
And also members of Parliament and the General Secretary of the party. And we have some candidates, we have former mayors and councillors present here. And I see China, as we know him from the Jamaica Labour Party, former mayor. But let me say to all persons here, including our honorable custos and members of the security force, it is a good day to come out in support of not just Washy, but the family of Washy, led by his wife. This afternoon, in saying to them, your husband, our father, our cousin, and other relatives, that you would have had Washy taken for a significant time since 2012 and before. And today we come out in support of Washy, but more so for his family to see that his service was not in vain. I would have known Washy a very long time, not just in politics, but I knew him because of his father, Philip, who was my friend. We used to play cricket together. And so when Washy came along, it was easy. But Washy as a man, no one, while I would not say Washy was and would have been Jesus' best disciple, I can easily say without contradiction that Washy was a good man. He was a godly man. Good man and godly man. Many of you who are here, we will miss him not only for his politics and for the work that he would have done, and that has been said already, but for many of you as families, you remember Washy well. That's why I say godly man too. Those funerals, he would sing more than he probably would speak. All of you remember Washy singing at funerals. And this is why we come out today to praise him. We come to praise him, and we come to say to him and to his family, a good man is passed on. And good men must die, but death cannot kill their names. We wouldn't have the mayor of Kingston. We wouldn't have the region chairman for the biggest region, largest region in the country, Region 3, Dennis gone as part of the support here this afternoon. And so, ladies and gentlemen and comrades, we look forward with great anticipation. There is a new leader in town, been around, tried and tested, and is here leading as the caretaker for Eastern St. Thomas, Comrade Rosemary Shaw. And I am saying today, while we do and say everything, we must pay tribute to Washington in ensuring that under leadership as chairman of the constituency, that whoever becomes that person who will be at the helm at a particular time, that we must come out and pay tribute to Washington and pay tribute to his family in doing what is right for Jamaica. Once again, it is my pleasure, it is my privilege to have had the opportunity given to me by his family and by Jesse to speak on this occasion. May his soul rest in peace and light perpetually shine on.
Continue.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I want to say thanks for being here with us to celebrate the life of Uncle Washy. Can you hear me? This one. Today, as we bid farewell to Rohan Bryan, we mourn the loss of a beloved husband, son, father, grandfather, uncle, nephew, cousins, and close friend. His passing is a void in our lives, yet his memory will forever illuminate our hearts. Uncle Washy embedded love, laughter, and wisdom. His roots in the Mark Bay Division, Randy, where he not only served as a dedicated member of the People's National Party, but also advocated passionately for the people in his community and their well-being. He was a man for the people, young, old, rich, or poor. He was always putting others first. His unwavering commitment to justice and equality ensured that everyone felt heard and valued. Amongst those who cherished him deeply was his beloved auntie, who we refer to as Peacehead. She loved him beyond all measures and was his confidant, a source of unwavering support. Their bond was a testament to the strength of family ties and the profound love that connected them. His legacy extended far beyond his immediate circle, whether through his political ventures or everyday interaction. His kindness and compassion knew no bounds. He was a champion for those in need, always ready to lend a helping hand and provide support regardless of one's background or circumstances. In one of our last family group conversations, he reminded us of the importance of love as a gift to one another. He quoted, "In the process of life, remember to live good, and not only good, but most of all, live clean, because all we have is nothing but love for one another." This highlights his nurturing nature and the deep bond we all shared. I remember a time when I was at my lowest, feeling overwhelmed and lost. I called Uncle Washy and was having a normal conversation. Then he asked, "You alright, cousin?" I told him no and started venting. That simple phone call to check in, to let me know it was okay to cry and talk, showed he cared, and it made all the difference. He listened, offered words of encouragement and support. He reminded me that no matter how dark times may seem, there's always hope and someone to listen. A life lesson Uncle Washy has taught us is that strength of our community and family lies in the ability to support and live one another. He believed in the power of connection, in being there for each other through thick and thin. His action taught us that sometimes all it takes is kind words and simple gestures to change someone's life. As we reflect on his life, let us remember the impact he had on all who knew him. Though we may grieve his loss, let us find peace in the memories we shared and the lesson he's taught us. His legacy of love, integrity, and dedication to others will continue to inspire us all. Uncle Washy, as we lay you to rest, know that you are loved beyond measures, and that your memory will forever be engraved in our souls. Though you are no longer here in body with us, though you are no longer here in spirit with us, your spirit will continue to guide and inspire us all. May you find peace in the arms of eternity, with the same love and compassion you so freely gave. May your soul rest in peace.
Take a special tribute at this time, followed we'll have tribute by the nieces and nephews. And also, Rupert Allison, please be prepared. Good afternoon, everyone. I wrote this tribute for my father, Rohan Bryan. Rohan Livingston Bryan. A man so compassionate and generous to others that only his name can truly encapsulate his character. So again, Rohan Livingston Bryan. Rohan Bryan was my father. As I bethink, he was a benevolent, gentle, and uplifting presence. Whenever I visited during the holidays, he would always make sure I had something to eat, whether he was preparing breakfast himself or buying dinner. As a matter of fact, he was the one who introduced me to corned beef and fried breadfruit as a meal. No matter where he was, no matter how busy the time got, I could never be in his presence and lack for anything. He was a true champion of not just me, but of everyone around him. I recall my father as the person who randomly bought me a Barbie makeup set complete with the heels. I remember my father helping me to practice numbers and stumping me at 1,000. He would have the cash in his pocket and he would take it out and ask me what number was on it. And when I was getting everything correct, he took out a $1,000 bill and I didn't notice I said 1,000. I recall my father as the person who would randomly pick me up and take me to the beach to spend the day with him. I remember my father as the person who took me and my siblings to Negroes during the summer, picking us up as early as 3 to 4 a.m. I recall my father as the person who I got my love of art from, so much so that I even did it in CSEC. And I remember my father as the person who brought me flowers at my 6th form graduation 2 years ago. Unfortunately, I won't remember my father for bringing me flowers at my university graduation next year. It's still so surreal that we had so much time together, but so little time as well. My father and I shared many positive memories. I recall him bringing some mangoes that he had picked from his tree to my house. And because my mom and I loved it so much, he started bringing multiple boxes of mangoes. He was the type of person to do things in abundance because that was the way he would show his affection. I recall sending him pictures of my art asking for critiques. You see, I would randomly ask him for his opinion because everyone always tells me how remarkable of an artist he was. For whatever reason, he gave up the craft, but I heard that in high school when you couldn't find him, all one had to do was check the art room. If he wasn't skipping lunch, then he was staying late, all in the name of art. That is so reminiscent of me in high school because I remember getting kicked out of the art room several times for staying beyond 7 p.m. It's stories like these that make me think that we were both so alike but so different at the same time. I have a very vivid memory of when I was in grade 2 and a person came up to him in Martin Bay to show him their artwork and he encouraged them to hold their talent. This was before he decided he wanted to be a politician. One thing I can say about him, he was always motivating persons to be better than him. That is why he was so beloved. His ultimate goal in life was to help people, sometimes to his own detriment. According to Maya Angelou, a great poet, what counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made in the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we live. I think this quote represents him well. The fondness for him is so palpable, much like his presence. So much so that sometimes when I'm walking in the streets of Martin Day and persons don't know me, they would ask if I was his child. They say we look alike. He always told me how proud he was of all his children, how grateful he was to see us bloom into the successful persons we are. His admiration for us,
his children was absolutely amazing to hear about. I remember one time I started crying about some work in high school, and he said, "I so bright pick me baby when them now understand." In that moment, I felt good because as frustrated as I was, I appreciated that. Just knowing that he saw me as a student was amazing. He constantly told me how amazed he was with my ability to do mathematics well, even though it wasn't his forte. But my sister was telling me the other day that he's actually good at math, like mental math. One of my last memories with him was when I came home expecting to find my donuts on the table where I left them, only to realize he ate them all, and then he asked me to get him 12 more. Unfortunately, I now have to stand here today to give an account of the person he was. It's lamentable because I know his death was avoidable. However, I'm choosing to celebrate his life. The only thing left to do is to thank God for his life and thank God for the strength he has provided to his community. Let the affection he shared and lessons he imparted while he was here stay with us. Rest in peace, and thank you for being my father, the man who brings community together in both life and death.
Good afternoon, everybody. As you may or may not know, I'm Washy's daughter, Alicia. It's nice to meet you all. So, for my tribute, I wrote a poem and I'm calling it Unfinished. I stand before you with little left to say, for love between us was known every day. You loved me wholly with all of your heart, and I loved you back right from the start. Grief takes many forms. It's different for us all. Some show their tears, while others do not fall. Just because my eyes are dry doesn't mean I'm not sad. In my own quiet way, I'm mourning you died. Visiting home now feels so strange, seeing places you'll never again arrange. No matter what outfit I wore or hairstyle I flaunt, you'd spot me at the airport with love you enchant. The smallest things bring the deepest sorrow, like the Escovitch fish you'd buy for me tomorrow. You knew I loved it dearly, so you'd buy a pan. Your thoughtfulness and care I'll cherish as a fan. As a young girl, pistachios were my treat. I'd ask you for money without deceit, not realizing the expense, $500 every time. No, I buy you cashews, it's a rhythmic chime. No matter how cold I was, you'd say, don't worry, my dear, about your hair and nails. I'll always be near. But now you're gone, and I can't believe it's true. You won't walk me down the aisle, so much left to do. So many conversations, dreams yet to be, all vanished like mist. Now you're not with me. But in my heart, your love will forever reside, and each step I take, you will walk by my side. Grief is hard, it's life-altering and real. Each moment without you is something I feel. We all grieve differently, there's no right way to cope. In the silence of my heart, I hold on to hope. The smallest things bring the deepest sorrow, like the OTET apple you cut just a few weeks ago. You knew I loved smoothies, and this juice was my favorite. Now memories of those moments put my heart to the test. Food uneaten in the fridge, Marcia cooked with care, and the broken mosquitoes amber, you left it there. Projects unfinished, a life paused mid-stride. Plans made for tomorrow, no set aside. Starting my business, you were my guiding light. On the day you left, things didn't go right. The bank said try tomorrow, not knowing what was near. That night I learned the loss I'd never thought to fear. A vision by my bed, a spider that wasn't there, a spirit's warning filled my heart with dread and scare. I jumped out of bed, scared to death, eyes wide. Then Mom walked in with the news I could have never guessed. Fatherless at 24, hard to comprehend, a chapter closed too early with no amen. Never thought I'd pick up your shirt and tie for a rest, such a sad task to lay in your best. Grief triggers memories, muscle memory stays. I called your number in my sorrowful days, standing outside the house without thinking twice, realizing I called you, pain pierced like an ice. Everyone asks if I'm okay, but how can I be? My dad is gone and it sucks, can't you see? Grief is hard, it's life-altering and real. Each moment without you is something I feel. Even in death, you surprise me, make me smile with stories of your kindness, your generous style. Being a father to many, helping kids and adults alike, finding jobs, giving hope, shining your light. Breakfast at the infirmary every Christmas morn, giving toys and treats where joy is reborn. Grandpa inspired you to give with open hands, but he took it further, creating bigger plans. I hope for your support as I carry the light, fundraising kindness, keeping your spirit bright, continuing the love, the care you unfurled, bringing your goodness back into the world. We all grieve differently, there's no right way to cope. In the silence of my heart, I hold on to hope that one day the pain will ease and memories will bring a smile. Until then, I carry you with me, mile after mile.